Hello everybody. This morning's video is going to be about a little of this and a little of that, and I wanted to talk about the two different parts of my channel as it has morphed into a whole different thing than it was when I started. I had started, of course, in the traditional sense of trying to bring value to people of a certain age, and knowing that they had worth, that they had value, that they were not to fade away just because they had reached an important milestone birthday, whatever that was, whatever that is in your world, whether it's 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever. I wanted people to know that just because they don't have maybe the high-powered job that they once had, or maybe they still did, maybe they no longer had the looks of their youth, and I think this is harder or hardest for the people who are extraordinarily good-looking when they're young, because it's very hard for them to watch their looks fade. And it's really funny because I remember when I was probably, maybe 13 or 14, I remember hearing looks fade. Didn't mean a thing to me because my looks were just developing. I was never thrilled with the look. I always wanted a different look. They used to have Tony dolls back in the day, and they had them in two versions. They had the girls with the dark hair and the girls with the platinum blonde hair. I had to have the one with the platinum blonde hair. And I used to love it, and I used to comb her hair, and I used to look at her, and I wished that that was the look that I had, but of course I did not. So I started this channel again with this idea of where it might or might not go. And it did for quite a while. I did some tutorials. I taught you as I was learning how to do things myself. As I learned how to do them in better ways, I taught you that. And I shared my experiences, good and bad. And then came the dreaded day when I found out that my lipoma, as diagnosed by my GP, was not a lipoma at all, but turned out to be a sarcoma. And my whole world changed. And the focus of my world changed. And I had to make a decision at that moment in time about whether or not I was going to share this devastating part of my life, or whether I was going to hide it and pretend that everything was okay. Well, those of you who know me know that that's essentially impossible, because I'm open. I am who I am. And if I hide that from you, it's like trying to hide a huge pink elephant in the middle of the room. I couldn't do it. So I made a decision, conscious decision, to share it, and I shared my journey. During all the difficult times, I shared that journey. When I finally got home from the hospital after a 2-month odyssey of hospital, acute rehab, hospital, and then home, it was a scary time for me. I was all alone. I was not able to get around very well. I was terrified that I would fall and break my neck. And I just didn't think I'd make it on my own. And I really had very little help in terms of being in the house and being able to get things done. So it helped me in the early stages of that to do some live videos. I had started the live videos. I'm using the Tatcha Luminous Deep Hydrating Firming Serum, and I love this. Smells delicious too. So I started to make those videos. I had started to make them when I was away, and the reason I did that was because I tried desperately to make videos and could not, because I couldn't upload them in any of the places that I was. It would hang up and it would just not upload at all. So I decided to try that, and I found that what it did for me was it gave me the feeling of being with other people. You know, my Clarence couldn't live without it. So I loved the lives in the beginning, and as those of you who were with me in those early stages know, it was torturous because I was having router issues that were making it very difficult for me to in fact do those. But I as soon as I was able to, as soon as I got my new phone, I started to do them again, and that was working out fine. I made a discovery along the way, as many of you did, that not only was this a wonderful thing for me to be able to interact and not feel as alone, it was a place for you to gather with other people here that you've come to love and to share your own feelings and the things that were going on in your life. And you were able to engage with me and with them, making it a far more personal experience. And I suddenly realized that there was an underutilized area of YouTube, to my knowledge, that was in or had the potential to be enormously engaging and enormously helpful to the people who chose to visit. So I started doing the lives. When doing it, it was interesting because it was polarizing. There were people who loved it. This is my Urban Decay. And there were people who hated it. So I was getting messages from people saying to me, I love these, please keep doing them. And messages from other people telling me, please stop doing these. So what I wanted to share with you today is that I'm going to be doing both. And for those of you who find it distracting or don't enjoy it, and they're lengthy, and the reason they're lengthy is I'm giving my viewers the opportunity to spend some time with each other and to engage with each other and me. And I don't cut it short for that reason. It's as simple as that. I do react to them because it seems to me if the purpose of it is to be engaging, I'm going to engage with them. I do understand for some people trying to watch it on playback, it's distracting. And for that reason, I would suggest that those people who find it distracting don't watch the lives, watch these videos. I'm going to continue doing these. My intention was to be doing these all along, but I also started to do the others. And it was just, you know, it was like that evening cup of tea before you go to bed, or reading that good book just before you're ready to go to sleep, or listening to a tape that makes you feel good. These are feel-good moments for a lot of people. They're moments that a lot of people look forward to for whatever reason in their own worlds. And I was going to shut it down based upon some negative input from a very small number of people, by the way, but they were there. So when I had decided to do that, the people who love it, a number of them contacted me and said, please don't. It's very meaningful. And so I, in fact, made the decision that I'm going to continue doing those. I'm going to continue doing these. This is really important to me. This is where I bring you the information, and this is where I share with you so much of my life and so much about the things that I'm going through and the things that I can possibly help you with that might make a wonderful difference in your life in whatever small way. So again, that's what it's all about. And I hope you stay with me. I hope those of you who enjoy both, visit me on both. And those of you who enjoy one over the other, enjoy that one. And, you know, keep letting me know what you think, and make your comments so that I can see how you're feeling about it. And any ideas you have for future videos that are of importance to you, let me know, and I will definitely be planning to do that as well. So I'm going to continue putting my face on. I will come back at the end. I have to go out today and take some photos on another miserable day here of these two apartments. And I'm going to do what little things I have to do. I am grateful that I went out yesterday to get dog food because I thought I had more left, but it turned out it was just enough to squeak by through breakfast. So good thing I bought it yesterday. Okay, on that note, I will be back when I'm all done, and I will just chat with you for a couple of minutes. Take care. Okay, I am done, and I am getting ready to go. I'm going to make myself a quick cup of tea before I leave. It's just one of those kind of days, and then I'm going to get going and get done what I need to get done. And I will, I'll try to get this loaded later today. And if at all possible, I will come back tonight for another live for our little coffee clash. So take care. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hi, back just for a little sequel to the earlier story today. I did finally get over to see my client, and I did get to take pictures of one of the places. The other one was not available today, and it was just as well because it was a rainy, dismal day and not a great day to take pictures. On the plus side, it was not as cold, so I appreciate that. And the place I wound up parking just happened to be right outside one of the better pizza places in town. So for the first time in a very, very long time, I walked in and got myself a slice of pizza for lunch. So that was kind of fun for me. And it was so good. It was really so good. Bad for me, but good. Doctor called me today again. He called me from home because he just wanted to let me know the rest of the results he had gotten in. He got the vitamin D results back, and he said it was low, 22.5, and that is low. I'm sure a lot of it had to do with my surgery and that whole time, and possibly the radiation had an effect on it. But whatever it was, he told me to up the, I'm taking now a single 1,000 unit, it's not milligrams, I don't think, it's 1,000 unit capsule, and I'm going to up it to 2,000 plus my multi, which is 800. So I'll be up to 2,800 a day, and hopefully that'll make a difference. And I'm really hoping it makes enough of a difference to make me feel better. I just want something that's going to work to make me feel better. So, but I thought it was really nice of him to call. He forgot to do the A1C again, so he will repeat it in 2 months when I go, and we'll see how it does at that point. But everything else aside from cholesterol and the triglycerides was fine. Everything else was fine. So that was good news. And that is about it. I really would have liked to run a few errands, but I don't dare go into any stores because I might actually be tempted to spend money I don't have, and I'm not going to do that. So I am going to go home and try to get some things done in the house. I am really, really backlogged. I was doing great, and then I kind of sloughed off for a number of reasons. So I have to get back to that, get concentrated on it yet, and I've got to keep getting rid of stuff. And I have to remind myself of that. So as I start to do more decluttering, I'll let you certainly share that experience with me as well, because it's cleansing and it feels really wonderful to do that. But it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work for somebody in not great shape. So I am doing the very best I can. I can encourage every one of you to do exactly the same thing. Do the best you can every single day in whatever way works for you. I'll be back tonight for our usual live, and I invite all of you to join who enjoy that sort of thing. And I will once again suggest to those of you who don't enjoy it to just wait for the next regular video, which should be done in a day or two. Take care. Have a great day.